everybody, and welcome to Wrestling Here Tonight Playoff versus Collingswood. Let's listen in tonight for tonight's starters as we pick it up in motion already.
Can I turn it down a bit? Second. All right.
All right, ready? Here we go. And good evening, everybody. Tad Kozaneski here with, you got to help me with my name here. Your name?
Ray Schweinhart.
Schweinhart from Collingswood High School, set for playoff action between Collingswood and Sterling. And we've combined broadcasters here. We have a young man from Collingswood coming here, and you said you wrestled back in the day?
Yes, sir. Just for 1 year, but enough to get by.
So you can figure out what's going on with this thing, which would be great. So we are going to start tonight at 170 tonight. And we'll take it from there as we go. Last time these two teams met, Sterling was not able to come away with the win. It was a match that we brought to you live here on YouTube and Sterling TV 19. And as we get our first two participants, we'll listen in. So it's McCardle and Ola.
Witherman's in the middle. Our early shot by Ola gets him the 2.
So again, this is our first match of the night here. Playoffs in Group 2, South Jersey. First match, first period.
Ola has a wrist control. He's going to run with it. McCardle almost got out. Ola's working both sides of McCardle right now, but he gets out.
And Rafe, where we start this tonight, Collingswood is very, very strong in these weight classes we're starting with.
They are very heavy in the back half of the lineup. Ola, a sophomore, 22-8 throughout this whole season. Superb middle of the lineup type man.
McCardle knows he has his work cut out for him. And I think this is one of those matches, McCardle's job is to stay alive as long as he can and try and get through the 6 minutes.
Ola's running it right now. It looked like he may catch him.
All right, he's getting back points here.
Ola's up 4-0 right now. That's the pin for Ola.
So a 6-0 lead. Great move here. And Ola helps his team.
Up next at 182 is going to be either Gabe Kitcher or Michael Gregg. We'll get that to you when we get.
Yeah, what we'll do is we're basically listening for the PA announcement to tell us who's coming out here, and then we'll listen in.
Now wrestling for Sterling, Jeremiah Davis, and for Collingswood, Gabe Kitchell.
So Davis versus Kitchell here.
Davis, who's 21-3, is certainly the stronger, heavier weight for Sterling's team. Gabe Kitchell, only 15-9, certainly has his work cut out for him here.
So again, this is our second match of the night. Collingswood off a pin leads it 6-0 team-wise.
Davis, early shot.
Ouch.
Dangerous from McDavis. That's going to be dangerous. That's going to be Gabe Kitchell for 1 point.
Explain why.
Dangerous play.
Slamming him down
Unless,
to the ground.
Yes. No. Dangerous. Gabe trying to get back to the middle of the circle. He does not want to play with Davis on the outside. Pulling on the neck of Davis. Although Davis has wrist control, it seems, right now. Gabe pulls out. Gabe certainly working on the neck of Davis. Hoping to catch something.
So this is one of those matches, as we look at Davis, that Sterling knows they need to win this one. These are the matches that they did not get last time. They need Davis to come up big for them. And again, Collingswood's job, hey, if you can stay alive, and then win, even better.
Gabe is working the neck of Davis, but does not seem to be working for him. A poor shot by Gabe. Nothing works of it for Davis. Shot by Davis is going to turn out for 2. Davis is working. Gabe's trying to fight out. He catches them. No escape for Gabe yet. Davis has him in a half. That's the end of the first round with Davis up 2-1 over Kitchell.
And again, this is one of those matches, Sterling being the underdog with the wrestler with the better record on paper. They need not only a win, they need to pick up some pins in these. And this is what they didn't get in that last match when we were here at Collingswood. So far, the Collingswood wrestler doing a nice job.
Mm-hmm. Kitchell started on the bottom for the second period, which is quite dangerous. Davis has been on top for most of the first period.
Again, this is our second match of the night.
Gabe may work out. Gabe does work out. Gabe gets a reversal for 2.
That was a real nice move.
That was a very nice move.
Good job there. So now it makes it 3-2, and now you get the escape. Evens us at 3. About a minute to go here in this second period.
A shot by Davis. Strongly fought off by Gabe. Gabe gets himself out. The blow dead. Davis and Gabe just dancing in the center circle right now. Gabe working the neck again. When they're in neutral, that's what he's been going for.
But so far, this is going where Collingswood wants this one to go.
Yeah, for Gabe, I think his job was go out there, try and get a minor win. And, you know, he's tied through basically 2 periods, depending on how this last 10 seconds go. Gabe launches a shot, and they're going to go out with 2.5 seconds left in the second period. Nothing working. They're going to run out the clock.
So this is where things get interesting because the Sterling wrestler knows he needs to win and win big, and it's 3-3 right now, and sometimes this is where you see somebody overcompensate and make a mistake.
Davis started on the bottom for the third period. He gets out. He does get the reversal.
So a 2-point lead for Sterling's Davis. We're here in the third period.
Davis has to begin to work if he wants any type of points for his team. Gabe takes a leg. Davis gets over his Gabe's back. Gabe gets a 2. Wait. And then the reversal from Davis to make it 7-5 with 1:10 left in the third period.
That was another 2 points by Davis as quick as you could have it. That was well done by both wrestlers there. That was outstanding.
Davis is working off top again. Beckoned onto him by Tracy Emmons. Beckoned on to Gabe by Tracy Emmons. Davis tries to work the half Nelson. He does not get any transfers to the hooks. Gabe looked like he was sitting out, but he wasn't able to.
Again, this is where Davis is going to fight hard for a pin. He needs points for his team. Otherwise, I would, even though Davis might win this match, I'm going to call this a win for Collingswood. Kitchell's done a nice job staying alive. Not only staying alive, almost winning this match. I don't want to undersell him. It's still with the move. He's still in it.
Davis is working back and forth from right to left. He does catch him. He does catch him. Gabe has 25 seconds to left. Gabe gets out for one escape. 6-7. Although Davis takes a shot, but Gabe's forced out.
So it makes it 9-6 now. Sterling's Davis holds the lead.
15 seconds left. I'm sure just Gabe's looking to not let it get out of hand and keep it to 3 team points for Sterling. That's a fantastic job by Gabe Kitchell to make sure that it didn't get out of hand. Davis is obviously frustrated as he felt he should have deserved more.
The winner, but he knows team to win. They were really looking to see if he could pin in that situation, and it heads up by Kitchell to stay alive.
Now for Sterling, Jacour McPherson, and for Collingswood, Donnie Hart.
So McPherson for Sterling. And who do we have for Collingswood?
Michael Gregg, who's 21-8 against the 3-0 Jacour McPherson. They're going back and forth. See Michael Gregg. Michael Gregg did catch him. Michael Gregg gets the early 2.
That was impressive.
That was impressive. For a second, it seemed like McPherson naturally might have grabbed the takedown, but Gregg worked his way back over. McPherson tries to get up, but he's taken out of the circle by Gregg. McPherson's going to be working off the bottom here. 1:20 left in the first period. He was let go by Mike Davis. Michael Gregg, I'm sorry.
These two guys are going at one another.
They are. Going back and forth. Michael Gregg tries a takedown. Both working each other's heads. No shot so far with 40 seconds in the first round. They're fighting for wrist control. It seems that McPherson McPherson has it.
I think it's good for both these wrestlers. The pace slowed down. I don't know if they would have made it to 6 minutes the way this thing started.
Greg's going into McPherson. McPherson might catch him here. McPherson's trying to lift him. Greg with 2 seconds. Does he get the takedown? No, he doesn't.
That was close.
That was certainly dangerous for Collingswood Greg as he almost get caught in the last 3 or so seconds of that period.
This is going to be one of those critical matches for the night.
Greg worked. McPherson almost catches a reversal. He will end up getting the escape point. And yes, you're right. The last 195 bout ended with a Gabe Kitchell win by a forfeit. Surely 182 and 195 is a difference in this meet.
Yeah, this is one of them right here. This is one you had 6 points if you were Collingswood.
McPherson surely fighting. Greg tried to take him down, but in the end, Greg does not get caught. There's no takedown. That's close. Collingswood Moody's very appealing to Tracy Emmons right now.
But McPherson's a little, I don't know if he's in La Land right now. He's not himself.
McPherson definitely does seem injured. Seems like a patellar issue. Not for sure, though. Greg is pushing against McPherson. And that's going to be a stall off McPherson.
So we're tied at 2 still. There's a warning.
McPherson does have a warning. Michael Gregg is caught. He's caught. Sterling takes the 2. Sterling takes the 2. And the pin for McPherson. That makes it 4-0. Michael, it just hurt Michael Gregg being too aggressive there. He took a shot. Wasn't the best shot of all time, but wasn't the worst. And McPherson with the strength just pulled him over.
You could see why Coach O'Donnell was so happy, just what you indicated. That was a forfeit the last time these two teams met. So right there, that is a 12-point swing from the last match. And we'll see who's coming out here. Sterling with a 9-6 lead. Collingswood already has their wrestler out.
Now wrestling for Sterling, Matt Lopez, and for Collingswood, Donnie Hart.
So this is Max for Sterling. Is it Hart? We have Max out here for Sterling. I'm trying to think of his last name. 2 points up quickly, though, for Collingswood. Is this Hart we're looking at now for Collingswood?
This is 220 Donnie Hart versus Stefan Johnson.
Now this is Max. I'm trying to remember his last name the best I can here.
Donnie Hart gets an early 2, and it might not mean much as he gets an easy pin.
There it was.
And as you said,
all right, now we have our Collingswood wrestler out. Who do we have for Collingswood?
CJ Job.
And this is Stefan Johnson now.
Which is an interesting move. Dylan Jess, who was the usual heavyweight for Sterling, 6-13.
So they're going Stefan Johnson here.
CJ is working working the head.
This is going to be another one of those pivotal matches here tonight. This is one both teams want badly. How did we do last time in this one? You said this was a Collingswood win last time, correct?
For the heavyweight, Carl Jubb pinned Owen Jess with 15 seconds to go in the third round.
So
One of CJ Jubb's only pins all season.
So this is where Sterling again is trying to steal some points back from that other match.
Working around the center circle right now. Tracy Emmons letting them be patient. CJ's pulling not much avail.
And neither wrestler looking to make a move yet.
CJ's working for a head position. Steffen's pushing back. Steffen's break the grip.
He had enough of that dance.
It's been a more or less mute first period from both these wrestlers. And that's a warning for both of them.
Yeah, the referee, I think, felt like we felt here. Like, let's go, guys. We're here to wrestle tonight. Dancing is for Friday and Saturday. So, again, I think that shows how important this match is. Both guys know this is a huge match here, even though we're about 4 or 5 matches into this.
Steffen
He's going to give up the
Johnson
point here.
Does give up the point to go neutral, which is surprising to me because they were both so passive in that first period. I don't see them getting a shot off.
Sooner or later, somebody's going to have to go for something. Unlike the other matches where right off the gun, guys were going for stuff. Not the case in this match.
Chubb is working to get the head. Pulling down on Johnson. CJ's grossly underweight for heavyweight. Steffen Johnson makes a move. He grabs a hook. This is the first. CJ's trying to work out of it. Joe makes a snap, snaps again.
We're hitting that 1 minute mark in the second period, and Johnson knows he's going to have to start down. So if he wants to do something from the neutral position, he's got a minute to do it.
CJ tries to get it. Instead, Steffen gets the takedown. He grabs the hooks. This is now dangerous for CJ. With 35 seconds, he has to find a way to break through it free. He does, and CJ's going to make it 2-2 with 30 seconds remaining. And again, they're playing this mute game where none of them makes an attacking move.
If it's me, I'd be happy to dance for the next 12 or 13 seconds to get to the third period.
He backs off. Emmons is pushing Johnson on. CJ gets one last yank in, and they're going into the third period. Johnson will be either arm botting or starting neutral.
All right, so that gave up a point. That puts Johnson up by
That
one.
does. CJ gave up, but can you really blame him?
Nah.
Johnson shows no sign of stamina left, and CJ definitely shows to be the fitter wrestler here. But they have to make sure it works out. Johnson has to be careful or he'll be in it for a second warning and point to CJ. CJ continually yanking on the head of Johnson, trying to find somewhere to get 2 points. Johnson makes no attacking move. He's fine taking these 3 points if he can get it. CJ, on the other hand, he knows how important this is. CJ has to push.
It's going to be 1 minute now. We're at 1 minute, third and final period.
Johnson doesn't want anything to do with CJ. He's just pushing away. There has to be a stall coming eventually if this continues.
And this would be big if that's the case because it would even the match up.
CJ's been the more attacking the wrestler. He has to continue on, though. Johnson's very tired.
We're under 30 seconds.
Johnson with a snap. CJ breaks out of his grasp. Johnson is exhausted here. CJ has to shoot eventually with 15 seconds left. CJ yanks again. CJ continues on the neck pull.
10 seconds.
9 seconds. Chubb is just ignoring the call of his coach to shoot it. He's just going to let time run out.
Wow.
And Stephen Johnson, who was pinned in the last match at 220 by Donnie Hart, just beats Carl Chubb 3-2.
Here, Raphael. You know, that was not what you'd call a spectacular match, but Sterling picked some points up for it.
He does. And
here's his John Ray for Sterling. And who do we have for Collingswood?
Nick Miraglia. And
this is John Ray.
John Ray won by a tech fall 17-2 in their last meet. So if you're Nick, you have to have a better performance here.
And we are dead even at 12. And that was not the case. Oh, here's a...
Andre works. He is not giving the 2 takedown yet. He's working around. Nick is doing a great job staying on that right leg. Wait, Andre pushes him over. He almost has a pin.
Wow.
He's fighting for it, and that's the pin. Nick Miraglia loses. It takes 46 seconds. Disaster for Collingswood.
It's amazing how Sterling has flipped everything so far tonight.
They have. They got the matches where they need it, where they didn't last meet, and it's a different story. Isaiah Townsend, who's 7-7, a bit of a wild card for this Collingswood roster.
And this is Stubbs for Sterling.
Isaiah working. He needs it too early, though. Although Stubbs is working well.
I'll tell you what, this looks like this is going to be a good match.
It will. Isaiah was very close to getting the 2. In the end, getting caught and gets himself out to avoid being on the bottom. Juice has that back leg, but he gets caught. Nothing so far. Juice right there. He's just so strong. Does he get the 2? He does get the 2.
Saved by the circle.
That's a fantastic play by Isaiah Townsend to get the 2 when it seemed like Stubbs was pushing on.
All right, now we have situation. All right, it's 4-1 now.
Starting neutral. I don't know where the other 2 points came. They might have been back points by.
It's possible as you went down outside. We were shielded by the sign.
Isaiah catches a shot. Isaiah's caught. Possibly. No. Isaiah is caught. Has to get up or he's beat. The pin looks inedible right now, unless he can fight off. And that's the pin for subs. (24-12). The Forces in danger. As it goes to 120.
Boy, I don't know what the Sterling kids ate today, but so far, Roth, this is a totally different match than the one we had here a few weeks ago.
It is. I don't think it's anything due to the kids, although they are certainly wrestling better. The coaches came in with a game plan, and those kids are sticking with it.
Sola is out here for Sterling.
While Nate Ifey, who's 15-4, just above 500, is out there for Collingswood. Nate Ifey knows Collingswood is in search of a win. But with Sola, a 20-4 wrestler, it won't be easy for Ifey. And Sola gets the early two. 20 seconds it took for Sola to find the two. Nate Ifey's trying to work himself out. Sola ends up just letting him go. Ifey's an aggressive wrestler here. Sprawls to no avail. A shot by Nate gets brought on by Sola.
Stalemate there. They'll bring him back. Do you want to do?
Sola Ifey are just hand grappling right now. Near the middle of the circle. Nate Ifey's trying to fight off. Not trying to get another take. Not trying to get taken down prior to the first period ending. 5 seconds left.
Good evening, folks. I'm Christopher Burdash. I decided to join the commentary. I was supposed to wrestle tonight, but unfortunately, plans changed. So I'm here for commentary for now, just to, help this Collingswood, my new buddy here, with commentary.
Brandon Sola is going to start on the bottom to begin the second period. Nate Ifey's on top. Brandon Sola pushes early, and he almost gets out.
That was a strong push forward, but not enough to get out. These two wrestlers are incredibly strong and incredibly just talented at what they do.
Ifey's trying to push around Sola. Yeah. Sola seems to be in some discomfort here. Trying to...
Yeah, he does look to be a little bit uncomfortable right now, but he's trying to work through it by the looks of it.
Sola does good. Although Nate Ifey does grab the back leg. Ifey works to the front of Sola. Sola's up on his feet. There's been no escape yet given. Nate Ifey takes him back down.
There's the escape by Brandon Sola. It looks like Ifey's trying his best to try to get him back down to the mat. Now it looks like the match starts to get a little bit more slow-paced at this time.
Sola goes for an attacking shot, sprawled on by Nate.
It looks like Ifey's trying to go for a cement mixer, but it looks like it didn't work out. Now Brandon's
on the attack, doesn't get out, he does get out. That was certainly close to spelling disaster for Nate Ifey as he almost caught. But he's able to push himself out of the boundary.
Yeah. Now they're just back up to neutral position, trying to feel each other out, look for a shot. No, there we go. The quick shot right there.
Does take the shot. Countered by Ifey sprawling.
Now it looks like it's just the two trying to work their way through each other's defenses, but Ify went for the back of the leg, but
he tries to catch the back of the leg.
Sola
in
makes
the end,
the
it's going to
counter.
cost him.
Sola gets counter, excuse me.
That's going to be the end of the second period. Sola is going to be up 5-1.
That was a very impressive first and second period. I wonder what they're going to bring to the table in the third period.
Nate Ify has to push right now. Collingswood in no manner not to win this match.
It looks like usually during the third period, stuff either starts to slow down or just kicks in overdrive, and it looks like it's slowed down a little bit, but it looks like it's starting to pick back up already.
If you're Nate, you can't slow down. You have to keep pushing.
Oh yeah, you have to push it to the limit if you want to get the advantage here. You make one mistake and you could be on bottom for the rest of the round, or if you make a bigger mistake, you could end up getting pinned. So you have to make the escape or make it a reversal.
With a skill Sola here, I'm sure Nate will just try to hold on to this and not let it be a major fall.
The two are doing amazing at keeping themselves from getting pinned here.
Brandon Sola is continually just working off Nate Ify.
I'm not sure what Sola is going for. I can't really see from here, but looks like he's trying to go for a bar arm, actually, as I look at it.
Nate Ify has to fight with 40 seconds left.
Yeah, it's better to, even if
he loses,
yeah, it's better to take the 3 than the 6, you know?
Ify's almost out, but Ify tried to sit. In the end, it almost hurt him as Sola was about to drag him back. Sola's just running rampant with Ify right now, but give it to the sophomore. He's fighting off for as long as he can. And he will just about do it.
And that's going to be it. Sola winning 7-1.
7-1. Brian Cole is up for the 126s.
Looks like it's going to be Trey Potts against Brian Cole.
Record rise, these two are very similar. Brian at 16-10, Potts at 18-11. Trey Potts with an early shot.
Right off the gate for a single leg.
That does catch Brian. And he does convert for the 2. It's certainly not do or die with the next men up for Collingswood, but it's getting in a dire situation right now if they can't convert for a victory.
Yeah, it's getting really heated out here. It's starting to get really intense. But still, amazing performance by these two teams nonetheless. These two teams are willing to give it all out on the mat and just, for just a win. And just to be able to do that, you don't need talent. As long as you can walk out on that mat, say you did your best and be able to walk off, you've already won.
Brian Cole has been on bottom for this whole first minute after an early shot by Trey Potts was converted. Brian does look like he's going to break out. Trey Potts
brings him back down and turns him straight back to the mat. Looks like he's got the Turk, but Cole's getting out of it.
Trey looks like he's going for the half, which he does end up. No, he pulls out of the half. Brian's just trying to fight to the boundary, which he may do right now. Does he get out?
Yeah, he wants to look for that fresh restart.
He does get it.
He does.
25 seconds. Brian needs to find an escape here.
This gives him a chance to take a second to breathe and to have a better chance to be able to get out of this. Straight back down, Cole goes.
Trey brings him down. Ryan can look for a reversal, or he might look to get out.
Potts did an interesting maneuver there. He did a gator roll under his leg to try to free himself.
Cole almost escaped. To no avail, though.
Looks like they went for the same thing, but I guess the same thing happened at the end. But Cole is fighting. He was fighting hard to get out, but that'll end the first period. Trey Potts up 2-0.
If you're the coach and staff for Collingswood here, panic might be starting to set in as nothing has turned out as it did last meet. A few notable wins is Stephen Johnson beating Carl Jubb, who pinned his man.
It looked like last time they Sterling was here, Trey Potts faced off against Peter Plotz. So this is,
but there won't be much of a difference as Trey Potts did end up pinning Peter. But that was at the 132 weight class. This is 126.
yeah. Now it looks like Trey Potts is just trying to slowly break him down.
It seems to be working. Brian's on bottom, trying to fight out. You can see the frustration. He's been working.
Oh, but he overextended the looks like the thigh a bit there. I think he grabbed the wrong leg and yanked on the wrong one. That's a mistake that's going to cause them to go back into a this position here. Why did I brain fart there? I'm told this position every single day, and then one time I go to say it, I brain fart. That's great. Anyways, it looks like Trey Potts. It looks like he was trying to go for a crossface cradle, but Cole was able to.
Ryan's trying to escape. Trey Potts does catch him. Trey Potts trying to work him back on his back. Cole needs to focus on escaping, or at least getting out of that dangerous position. Trey's working from the top.
Looked like he was going for power half there. Now he gets a crossface in. Looked like Cole has a grip on Potts' head, but he was trying to flip him over because Potts is a little bit too high on him, just like that.
Brian catches a reversal. He does. Brian catches a reversal.
Look at that. He gets the reversal, and he's getting some back points too. But Potts is able to hold out enough to just be saved by the bell right there.
Within the last 3 seconds, Brian has single-handedly turned this one match on his head.
Yeah, definitely. Just from the reversal and the back points, in a matter of seconds, he managed to flip the entire match.
There might have been no back points here. It does not look like they were. Appeals from the Collingswood coaches who have not been happy with Tracy Emmons all night. Brian is starting on top, which is going to be rough if he can hold on. We'll see.
It looked like, Cole instantly had the bar arm, but that's a reversal by Trey Potts.
Trey Potts find the reversal. He'll get the 2-point lead, and Brian needs to be forced to fight out.
Trey Potts.
Brian gets an escape. Trey Potts just seemed to stop paying attention. Brian Cole missed his chance.
Yeah, he dropped his guard, and Cole instantly took advantage of it and just wham right at it. But
Cole, not the greatest of shots, swallowed on by Potts. Potts has 130 to hold on. But Cole's not going to go down without a fight.
It looked like that shot was a little bit more successful, but
a little bit more successful, but you have to wonder, is he shooting too much? These shots don't seem well coordinated.
Oh yeah, he needs to slow down the shots a little bit, make sure that his shots are more well coordinated. Because you can shoot. you can shoot as many times as you want. If you're not accurate with it, you're not really going to get anywhere.
50 seconds left. Brian Cole down by 1. Yanking on the neck. Brian Cole launching for a shot. A stall's called. A stall's called. There's not going to be a shot. It's going to be 4-4. Brian Cole can find a takedown.
And a backdoor by Cole.
Trey Potts finds nothing. It's 4-4. 25
this
seconds
could go
left.
into overtime.
Brian!
And it's two by Brian Cole. Look at that.
Brian Cole finds the 2. He has 15 seconds to hold on. Surely he just needs to take the win. Trey Potts is a dangerous wrestler there.
Looks like he's going for a bar, trying to get a pin.
He's going to have one more shot. No, Trey Potts going to hold. And Brian Cole will find the win.
Brian Cole takes the dub right there.
That's against the grain. As Brian Cole for most of that match looked down.
For a good chunk of that match, Trey Potts had him, but all it took was that one small reversal, and all of a sudden it flipped in Cole's favor. Impressive performance. Now we're up to 132 with John Toomey against Peter Plotz.
Peter Plotz, a 13-15 wrestler, certainly has his work cut out for him with Toomey, who's 27-3.
It's going to be an interesting match. Last year, Trey Potts faced off against Peter Plotz, and the commentary had a very hard time saying the two names the entire time. It was very interesting. But enough of that. It's the now. So let's focus on John Toomey versus Peter Plotz. Looks like the two are just trying to work on lining up their shots. They're slowly circling each other. And oh, John Toomey straight with a shot, but
John Toomey with another
Peter
shot.
Plotz
He does end up
jumped
getting the 2.
Fine. Okay. And it looks John Toomey's slowly trying to work in on it. It looks like he's trying to go for a spladle. Yeah, it looks like John Toomey's trying to go for a spladle.
Peters bellied out.
It looks like John Toomey caught him.
Peter was given the escape. And he...
Oh, and it looks like he went for a cement mixer, but luckily, that doesn't... it looked like it went to a chicken wing, so they had to stop it there, but that was an impressive performance. Because he went straight from he went for a shot and he turned it straight into a cement mixer, but luckily he managed to make sure that he didn't get turned onto his back. And then that just transpired into a chicken wing, but now they're back up to their feet.
It's going to be 4-2 to Toomey with just under 20 seconds to go left in the first. A bad shot by Toomey might be able to get countered by Peter.
John Toomey looked like he went for another cement mixer there, but now it looks like he's going for something, and he turns it over for a 2.
Toomey does it. End up getting another 2 right before the period ends.
Another 2 just before the period ended. That's a nice way to start to end a period, I should say, not start it. Looks like Toomey's doing his unorthodox style of, well, I don't know if I would call it unorthodox. It's pretty efficient, to be honest.
Certainly efficient there as he gets a reversal.
Yeah, he gets a reversal. That looks, oh, and Toomey cuts him again. And they're back up to their feet. Either it looks like they're going for a major or possibly a tech fall. I guess Toomey's plan here is if you can't get him, if you can't pin him within a few seconds or so, if you can't line up a pin good, he's just going to cut him and look for a major or a tech. Possibly. I can't really read his mind very well. He's very mysterious. Not mysterious, but I should say it's very hard to read him. So let's just see where this goes for him.
Toomey with another shot. He has Peter's head control.
Oh, he almost put himself into a sticky situation there. He almost rolled himself onto his back to get pinned.
Toomey's working off the left leg. Just trying to get the takedown. Peter's fighting as best as he can, but with 50 seconds. Saved by Tracy Emmons.
That looked like that was a stalemate there. But they're straight back to it. They wasted no time getting into hand fighting. And yeah. I see that Plotz is still rocking the really nice looking wrestling shoes. Last year we pointed out that Trey Potts and Peter Plotz were wearing some very colorful shoes, and we just had to point it out. It's like an old term I used to say, you got to look good to play good. Anyways, it looks like Toomey has Plotz in a bar arm. And it looks like he successfully has it in. Now he just has to run it.
Peter has to hold out for 5 seconds. Potentially very dangerous. No.
It looks like
Toomey does not make it work
could not get him into the bar arm. So it looks like that ends the second period. Toomey up 10-3. Oh, Toomey straight in for a shot, wasting no time. But it looked like that shot didn't go out too well. Peter Plotz's sprawls are very good. You've seen multiple sprawls from him where he just completely avoided the shot. You know, a good chunk of the shots that Toomey has made, he's sprawled pretty well, and sometimes he launched his feet up into the air and completely avoided it. It looks like Toomey has him in an interesting position, but now he's got the two. Looks like Toomey was trying to go for a cradle there, possibly.
If you're Peter, you just need to hold off and not get tech nor pinned.
Yeah, you want to avoid that tech and the pin because you want to try to preserve as many points as you can at this point. Now running on the last minute.
Toomey comes in with a barrage of shots, make the third one land.
And he cuts him
loose.
Looks like he's trying to go for a tech.
Another barrage. Peter counters with a shot of his own.
For a shot of his own, but
not a very good shot.
And Toomey takes advantage of that shot that he made, and he gets the two again.
Toomey cuts him loose. Shoots again.
And another two.
Lets him go. Peter's just trying to hold on for dear life, not trying to get cut loose. He's trying to stick with him.
But it looks like it's going to be it for this match. 2-1, and that's going to be it. John Toomey winning against Peter Plotz, 19-7. Now,
you know what? If you're Peter, there's not a lot you can do. Toomey is a fantastic wrestler, 27-3 across the season.
Oh, yeah.
Now comes the 138 for Collingswood. This will be Eddie Bernardo.
Against Brandon Grace.
Brandon Grace 11-6 against Eddie, who's 10-7. Again, another similarly record matchup.
And one that's going to look like it's going to be pretty close, to be honest.
Eddie understands the situation. They need a win right now.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They need to work for this win. They got to work for a pinfall. If they can get it, they can get themselves back on track to winning this one.
Even a minor win for Eddie right now would set Collingswood up good in the long run.
Yeah, even just winning 3 points for their team is a good way to build them momentum for this. They just need to make sure that they don't make mistakes. It looks like the two are starting off rather slow for this. Usually around this weight class is when it starts to get like pretty fast, down and dirty. But no, it looks like the two are starting it off nice and slow, preserving their energy just in case it does go to the third period.
If Eddie loses here, that's going to be the match as they go up 19 with 3 matches left. Certainly dangerous moments for Collingswood here.
Would it have to be a pinfall to get the win, or would
No,
just have to
just
be
a minor win?
Just a minor win, that would be it?
Sterling is up 16 points with 4 matches remaining. A minor win puts them at 19. And even if Collingswood was to pin the next 3, it would be to no avail.
Yeah, so Brandon Grace really has a stress. So you're telling me that if either of these of our wrestlers were to win one, that would be it? So all they have to do is stick out through these 4 matches.
A win would do it. But certainly, I mean, if you're looking at the next 3 matches, it does not look good for Sterling.
So Brandon Grace really has to get this win here no matter what.
Eddie is looking for the early escape. He does not find it. Eddie fights off. Almost a costly error.
That was almost a big error that could have costed Sterling.
From Brandon Grace at Eddie's still looking for the escape. And Grace pushes him out. Eddie, the senior, knows the situation. He does not find the escape. In fact, that's almost dangerous.
By the looks of it, the Collingswood at the benches are looking pretty stressed themselves, but they just got to keep their cool.
And he finds the escape.
And he gets the escape. Now he's up in the lead. He just needs to keep this lead, and Collingswood, is still in the game.
Going to be between Toomey and Bernardo. Again, if Sterling finds a win in the next 4 matches, they clinch and go on to face most likely West Deptford. Depending on how results go the other way. But hold on as Eddie finds a shot and he converts it.
Looks like he's about to go out of bounds, and it's going to give them both a fresh start. And he's taken out of bounds, and now they're back to the middle.
Eddie works behind. Brandon Grace is trying to find the escape with 10 seconds left. Eddie just has to hold on. Collingswood coaches are urging him to take him down, and which he does.
This match is getting pretty dicey here. It's getting a little stressful for both me and you, wouldn't you say? Yeah, all it takes is a win from Grace to secure the win for Sterling, and all it takes is Edward Bernardo a win to ensure that they stay in the game. Eddie went for a half, but Grace managed to get out of it.
Pushing for the half. Eddie
now he has the bar arm.
Eddie's trying to run with it. Grace gets up. Eddie puts him back down.
And now he's running
Eddie's
for a bar arm.
Again. Does he run him out of bounds though? Eddie trying to work the opposite way. Grace is almost out. With 1:11 left. Eddie's pushing for a pin right now, which is fair since they desperately are in need of one.
Yeah, they are definitely in need for a pin.
That's going to be a stall on red. That's his first warning.
Eddie is pushing it. He is making sure that he tries to get this pin.
With just under 40 seconds left. Another stall, and Eddie's awarded a point to make it 4-0 with just over 30 seconds left. Eddie almost catches him.
Now Brandon's just trying to survive here. He doesn't want to get pinned.
20 seconds left. Eddie's wishing every way possible.
And he gets to half, but looks like he wants to go sink it, but it didn't work out.
With 10 seconds left, looks like he's going to take a win.
He looks like he's trying to go sink him back, but Grace managed to avoid it, and that's going to end it with Bernardo winning 4-0.
Going to keep it plausible for Collingswood, but they sure do need a pin.
Yeah, they definitely kept the heat. Bernardo definitely kept the hope alive, and now it looks like, is that Kitchell? Am I correct?
That is Kitchell.
Okay, it looks like Kitchell is pumped up. He's ready to go.
Which means they will have Andrew Clark wrestle 152 against Eric Shipley. Sterling Chris Salto is 9-10. And he certainly has to be the underdog in this match. Zach Kitchell, who's 20-6, has had a phenomenal sophomore season.
He's a sophomore. Wow. Impressive.
Zach
looked like Chris almost made the escape there, but luckily Kitchell was able to escape that. Or, well, not escape it, but make sure that he doesn't make the escape. And now it looks like it's just Kitchell trying to break Salto's defenses.
Oh, Kitchell almost caught.
Almost caught Salto in a pin. Yeah, that was, wow. That was a hard slam there.
Chris Salto really wanted Zach Kitchell. Needs to bring him back in if he doesn't want to run himself out. No, instead he is going to push himself out. And Collingswood are behind 13 points right now. And there is going to be blood time coming from the right portions of Zach Kitchell's face.
Looked like just in front of the mask, maybe like above the cheek a little bit, towards the temple, possibly.
Just in front of the eye.
Yeah, it's going to cause a little bit of time for the two to take a minute to relax, take a deep breath.
Zach Kitchell is up 2-0 with 1 minute left to go in the first period. If you're him, you really need a push for a first-round pin.
Oh, yeah. He definitely wants to push for a third-round pin, and he is hyped up, and he is ready to go. He wants to win for his team.
Salto, though, has phenomenal strength to almost counter Zach and catch him for a reversal.
Kitchell gets back on top. It looks like he went for a hard power half there, but Salto was able to avoid it. Now it looks like he has the leg, and Kitchell got him in a crossface. And now it looks like he's going for a near side cradle. Salto manages to escape the near inside cradle, but it looks like Kitchell has him straight back into it.
Zach has to bring him back in if he wants to make any attempt for a pin in the last 20 seconds of this round.
He got him into that cradle last second just as the whistle was blown.
And
that must have been a heartbreaker right there.
That's a questionable call. Moody's Collingswood coaches have not been happy with Tracy Emmons all night. And maybe he might have blown the whistle too early, but that's sports. sometimes the calls don't go your way. Zach Kitchell will just have to continue. Sterling Salto will end up with a warning for stalling at the end of the first round. Zach Kitchell up 4-1. Salto lets Zach up to start in a neutral position for round 2 to make it 5-1.
Looks like Kitchell was slowing down. He stopped and stood there for a second to take a deep breath, but at the same time, Salto was moving.
Zach catches him after a poor shot, goes haywire. Zach almost has him.
Zach almost had him in a pin, but it didn't happen. Chris, it looked like he might be trying to crawl out of bounds, but Kitchell's bringing him straight back into the circle.
Zach needs to
That's
bring
a
him
smart
straight back
maneuver.
in. Fantastic job for Zach to get back in, even though he was on the opposite side no more than 3 seconds ago. It has to be a stalling eventually on Salto.
Yeah, Salto seemed to just be relaxing a little bit there. He's chilling.
There's going to be another blood time.
More blood's happening.
Carl Lane comes out to meet with his 145 wrestler.
Something must have happened for him to be bleeding this much.
We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with you.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, how was the game?
It was great. We won.
I'm sorry I missed it.
It's okay. You can check out all the highlights on Sterling TV 19's YouTube channel.
Oh, wow, really? All right, I'll check it out then.
Bye.
Hey, how was the
We'll
game?
jump
It
right
was
back into
great.
the action
We
as
won.
Zach
I'm
Kitchell
sorry I missed it.
is on the attack here with 1 minute left in the second period. Salto tries to catch Zach with a shot that again misses. Zach is on the outside part of the circle. He needs to bring Salto back in. That's going to be 2 for Zach as he catches him with 50 seconds. And Salto has not made a move recently for the past 30 seconds.
Yeah, Salto's been a little bit slow at it, and they just went out of bounds. Salto he really needs to do something here. Maybe he's just trying to avoid a pin, but he needs to make sure that at the same time he doesn't get disqualified for stalling. Because he needs to realize that, you don't want him disqualifying equals bad.
While he certainly is in no danger of getting disqualified. Zach Kitchell almost has him. Zach Kitchell is at least getting backwards. He almost has a pin. Solo's trying to fight it off with his head with 15 seconds left.
Kitchell's really
7
pushing
seconds,
it.
6 seconds.
And
That's a pin for
gets
Zach
the
Kitchell.
pin.
That makes a match. A 7-point differential. Solo trying to fight off for as long as he can. Zach Kitchell, just a better wrestler of the two.
Now it comes down to the last 2 matches. Looks like it's gonna be
Andrew Clark,
against Eric Shipley.
the D1 Rutgers commit just today. State title hopeful.
Eric really needs to dig deep inside
He
of
is
him.
going forfeit against Andrew Clark, and that's going to make it. It's the last match.
It's all on David Barber now.
Here it is. We have Ryan Rogers, who is 15-6 against David Barber, 10-5. Ryan, the winner of this match wins the meet for his team. Ryan Rogers certainly doesn't want to be the last match.
Yeah, this is going to be an interesting match because David Barber really he's been picking up some serious momentum the past few matches. So it's going to be
A
interesting.
shot by David Barber is converted. That's going to be an early two for David Barber. Ryan Rogers has to get his way out.
The refs from Sterling are screaming at him to cut, but it didn't seem like David Barber was able to hear him. David Barber has been working a lot on his double leg takedowns. He's been building some
Ryan
serious
Rogers
momentum.
does get the takedown. Excuse me, Ryan Rogers does get the escape. They're going go work back in the center of the circle. Ryan Rogers, a fake shot, works his way back out. Not a good shot by Ryan, but he's able to salvage it and not take the takedown. He does.
And another two by David Barber.
Get the takedown.
The pressure is on
Ryan's
now.
cut loose. Cutting him loose in this situation, I don't know if I agree with it. David Barber.
Yeah, they gotta make sure that they win by tech. They gotta win some way, and cutting is just an easier way to get them.
I don't think Ryan Rogers is that worse of a wrestler. If you continue to cut him, Ryan Rogers might just surprise the Sterling coaches.
Yeah, just like what we saw with Trey Potts versus Brian Cole. Brian Cole made that push, dug deep inside of him, and picked up the win at the end.
Ryan Rogers working around the neck. Rogers needs a takedown. He does get Ryan Rogers gets a takedown. He almost has a pin. That's it. Ryan Rogers gets a pin to round two.
Collingswood gets the win over Sterling High School.
Finds a win in the last match. And they dog home. That's why I was saying about cutting him loose. It was so dangerous for him. And they certainly paid the price for it at the end of the night.
Yep, I'll be right back. I got the line.
If you were to become a superhero, what would your name and power be?
Definitely want to be like really strong and Dylan the villain.
Got to be like a mini version of the Hulk.
Honestly, I'd be like a Super Steph. And my power, the ability to make anything I want alive. Bam. You feel me?
Adam, man. I could be really small.
I will be named Salty Toes, and my power would be throwing salt.
The Tuminator, and my power would be to fly.
I'll be a wizard, and my power would be to make money rain.
Hoodie guy, because I always wear a hoodie. And then my power would be to every time I put on my hood, it turns invisible. There you go.
I would be the burrito dude, and I'd make burritos. Trey Glizzy, and I'd probably fly.
Pietra, and to make people hallucinate.
Be the Daytoonster,
day two-ster, I don't know, it's corny. My superpower would be to time travel, and yeah, I'll time travel.
Probably like speed demon, you know what I'm saying? Probably have super speed. That'd be tough.
Here I am with Zach Kitchell, the 145-pounder who pinned Chris Salto to bring Collingswood right back into the match. How did you feel about that pin, especially with how much you bled?
I felt pretty good, We were down, losing, and I knew I had to do something to bring us back. I got this pin last time we went out there, so I knew I had to do the same thing and bring my team back into this match.
Now, was Collingswood kind of caught off guard with how well Sterling performed tonight? This isn't the Sterling team we saw last meet.
Yeah, no, we were expecting something. We knew where they were going to bring it, but we started off on the wrong foot. We were kind of looking down, but we started coming back, and Brian Cole got that win, and we were all pumped up from that. So it brought us back.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Here I am with a match clincher, Ryan Rogers. So tell me, those last few seconds of that match, how did you feel about getting that pin?
Honestly, I was just I was thinking the whole match, damn, I really need this win. I need to clutch it out and do it for my team. But after I got the pin and I knew he was going to be stuck, I just was excited and I knew we got the win. Moving on to the next round. Can't wait to see what we can do.
Now, were you surprised they were trying to cut you loose as much as they were with you being evenly matched opponents?
Wait, what was the question?
They were cutting you loose. Were you surprised by that?
A little bit, but I could have seen that happening. The kid was good. He took me down a couple of times. Got a little bit scared, but, got it, so.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Good luck in the next round. This has been Rafe Swinehart on behalf of the Sterling TV 19. We'd like to thank you for joining us tonight.